left wing boards. Moore with it, 5 seconds left. Again, Kiviniemi scores! Una Kiviniemi on the power play with 3.4.
I think as far as, it's nice that we kept our rivalries with Moose Jaw and Regina, I think, because we play them a little bit more times. However, the division isn't very easy when you have these teams in it. Calgary and Edmonton got to be front runners, and, you got a Red Deer team that's always tough, and Willie back in Medicine Hat, and, we just can't count out Lethbridge with Dylan Cousins and Barloggy and all those guys. So, yeah, it's not a great time to be in this division, but, the challenge is in front of us, and, it's great. We're fully aware of it, and we know where we're at. Well, year two is, again, I thought year one, it was kind of a little bit asset management as far as away from, the rink, trying to get draft picks, enough guys that can compete at this level. And, we really focused around the draft and trying to get to that point. And, I thought we did a good job of that. And, we're good with the draft. I think, there's some potential real good players there. And as far as guys that we have acquired, we know these guys are going to work hard for us and play as, to the best of their ability on every night. And, we feel the character in our room is really strong. And, it's a good base, I think, for this year. And we'll just see how things go as we proceed throughout the year. Well, our approach is just really going to be the one, it's an old cliche, but it really applies to us. Is we really just got to focus on one game, one day, I think, because, if we try and get too far ahead of us and try and imagine what it could be or what it couldn't be, I think we're going to get caught in that. And, for us, it's just, one game, one day. We'll try and compete as hard as we possibly can on that particular time frame. And, hopefully things will happen better than they did last year, but we're not guaranteeing really anything. Yeah, we've got 3 in camp right now, and whether they're the 3 guys that we continue to go forward with, it remains to be seen. But, Jake Kustra is a guy I'm familiar with just because of the fact that, I had him in Saskatoon, and he's a solid person and a solid kid and a solid player. And, for us, that's what we need to build our culture around a little bit. And, Ethan O'Rourke came in last year as, a little bit of an unknown and, played some significant minutes and, got some playing time where, in previous years he was kind of the, the shadow of good teams. And, for us, I thought he's just, an outstanding citizen, and, he's really developed as a player as well. So we're pretty excited about him. And, Zach Cox comes to us from Lethbridge, where the winning habits have been instilled in him. And, we just feel he's going to be a guy that can teach the young guys how to play the game in the Western League. Well, we're going to score by committee. I think really, that's kind of how you have to succeed with us. I think, Ethan was great. He for a guy that was picked into the 10th round, he's playing, a lot of minutes in a lot of situations. And, I know he's going to try and lead us offensively, but, we also have a potential NHL draft in Benny King and Yona Kiviniemi. And, those guys, Carter Chorney has scored some goals in the league. Ethan O'Rourke, we signed Aiden Bullich from Yorkton Junior A. So, we've got some guys that, we feel, can be, guys that can put up numbers. And then the back end, Alex Moore, Connor Horning, Casper Pudio, those are guys, that are going to have to, join the rush and make it an odd man situation. So it's more scoring by committee and, lunch bucket type goals, and we'll just kind of see what happens. We've got, Isaac, who's a young guy who, got thrust into situations last year maybe he shouldn't have been. But you know what? He handled everything so well that we feel comfortable with him being the guy. He's proven in the preseason that he's ready to take on it. We feel really comfortable with him. He had a one-day shot with the Winnipeg Jets at development camp and did quite well there, and they were really happy with him. And, when I look at our backup situation, we got an 0-2 in Jordan Fairley. And, Jordan won't be denied with his work ethic. He's certainly, a strong candidate to be there. And, we're hoping those two guys can carry the mail for us. The big thing about the Swift Current market is that their fans are very knowledgeable. They're passionate about their team. And, when it's big news to have a score clock in town, that they care about their team and their organization. So it's really fun to be a part of that process. And, we're doing our in-house broadcast this year, which is pretty exciting with Craig Boscheman. And I think, it's another year where we're going to just have to, take another phase and make the progress. And again, trying to acquire assets and try and use them to the best of our ability.